Hi there, my name's Karen Kelly. I'm Macmillan Health and Wellbeing Coordinator here in the South Eastern Trust. My job is to provide information and support to people affected by cancer about some of the wider issues that can affect them during that challenging time. But one of the areas that we help people with is with the care of their pets. We meet people at different stages of the cancer experience, but for those that we meet who have incurable disease, we know that knowing that their pets will be looked after beyond their lives is really important to them. On some occasions, patients will reach out to us as they're nearing the end of their lives, and that was the case with this lady. This lady was a beautiful person with a lot of strength of character, and there was a lot she wanted to achieve with the remainder of her life. When I first discussed the idea of Rosie's Trust, this lady was reluctant. And that was because many of her animals had come from the streets and she had adopted them from there. Rosie's Trust not only had to be accepted by her animals, but by her too.
We then met the lady who was receiving palliative care and was really struggling to look after her pets, and also really struggling with the guilt that comes along with knowing that maybe you're not caring for them in the way you want to. We spent time with her, we got to know her, we got to know her pet, so that we were able to identify the needs that she had and the support that she required. We know that people can sometimes be reluctant to put the care and well-being of their beloved pet into somebody else's hands, and we are so aware that it's a huge leap of faith. Our volunteers are extensively trained. We spend a lot of time ensuring that when we send somebody into somebody else's home, that we have done that in the most responsible, risk-free manner.
Once Rosie's Trust became involved, it was clear to see that this lady's comfort was increasing and her mind was put at rest. She could now focus on managing her disease and living her life.
Well, I was matched with this lady who had been referred to us by Macmillan, and she was initially reluctant to use us. But as we got to know her and as we worked with her pets, she obviously had great peace of mind from that, and it allowed her to focus on her own well-being and her treatment.
We strive to find suitable volunteers who can support the person and the pet and allow that relationship to blossom.
Whilst at work one day, I received a phone call from her and she told me that she was in the hospice. She wanted me to call in and visit. I called to see her that day and we talked about a range of issues. But central to that was how her pets were doing and how she felt about the care that Rosie's Trust had provided. It was lovely to see that this lady was particularly content in relation to her animals. She said that she felt that Rosie's Trust had built up a lovely relationship with them and felt confident that when she was no longer around, they would be really well looked after. Shortly afterwards, she passed away, and it was wonderful to know that her needs had been met.